Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another quick video on a special recipe. This one is curtido for pupusas. So I'm going to run you through the ingredients here. We have cabbage already sliced in half, and we have shredded carrots. You're going to need to shred down the cabbage as well. You can already buy it shredded. In this case, we just bought the whole cabbage and I'll shred it myself. I'll show you that in a bit. I have one sliced jalapeno and about half of a red onion. I'm also going to be using apple cider vinegar, and that's the brand we're using. You can use any brand you want. And we're going to go ahead and get started by shredding this cabbage. Alright, like I said, we're going to get started by shredding our cabbage here. But keep in mind, I have some water boiling in the back right now, getting ready for our next step. So if you want to go ahead and get started on that, go ahead and do it. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get started by shredding this cabbage. Like I said, you can already buy some pre-shredded cabbage. Makes life a little bit easier, but this is also a good option as well. Alright, just to give you an idea of what we shredded up here, we're going to cut it up into smaller pieces in a bit, but that's pretty much what we're going for right now. I'm going to get started with the rest of the cabbage here, and I will finish up. Alright, so we have our cabbage shredded up already. This is how I last showed you, and this is what I've done here right now. Pretty much I've just chopped it to where it's coming out to this size. If you want it that finely chopped, all you have to do is get what you shredded, go at it with a knife like this. If not, if you like it like this, you can keep it like that. It's really up to you at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and chop the rest here just so it's staying in one uniform shape, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alrighty, welcome back. So I got all of our shredded cabbage and I put it here in this strainer, colander, whatever you want to call it. Put it in this bigger bucket. And here I have our shredded carrots. I'm going to put that right on top. And our next step here is, remember that boiling water I told you about? Well, you're going to get that now. And once you do, we're going to move on to our next step of cooking our cabbage / carrot combination here. The cabbage, I've already run it through cold water just to wash it off, get it clean for this next step. So our goal here is to soften it up a bit, but not to the extent where it's just lumpy or just way too soft. We want to keep a little bit of that crunch nature to it. So we're not going to keep it in here forever, just a short amount of time. So I'm going to get our hot water. We're going to pour it all around. We want to make sure we get every little bit here. Alright, I'm going to get a fork here and start mixing it around. I'm going to get what's on the bottom and bring it to the top. Vice versa. You want to make sure you're cooking every part of this. Alright, looks good here. I'm going to go ahead and pour this hot water out. Like I said, we don't want it to sit here for too long or else it's going to become too soft. Alright, we're back. I transferred everything over here to this bowl, and our next step is to get the rest of our ingredients and mix them all up. Almost all of this is going to be up to preference. So we have, we're going to start here with a teaspoon of salt. We're using pink Himalayan salt. You can use any salt you want to, and I'm using a teaspoon, but like I said, it's up to preference. So if you want to use more, go ahead, feel free to do so. I also have our jalapenos and onion here. Like I said, it's half of a red onion. So we're gonna go ahead and toss that in. You might want to break that up a little bit, just so that it's not a big bunch. That'd be a nasty bite. And we'll break that up some more here in a bit, but we're gonna go ahead and toss in our jalapeno. Like I said, this is just one jalapeno sliced up. I'm gonna go ahead and spread around almost like a teaspoon or so of oregano. Okay. And I have our apple cider vinegar here. It's half a cup. Again, it's up to preference. If you want more of that acidic kick and flavor, go for it. I'm only gonna do half a cup. And in fact, I don't want it to be too acidic or too strong of a flavor, so I'm gonna balance it out with half a cup of water. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mix all these ingredients up with this here fork, and we'll get back to you once it's done. Alrighty, we finished up over here. It is all good to go. You can take a look at it. You can still see we have some vinegar and water running around here. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a quick taste test to see how we're at. We still got that crunch, which is exactly what I was going for. And you know, I can taste that apple cider vinegar in there, but it's not too powerful, which is perfect. The salt is good. Everything checks out here. I am gonna call this a day with this recipe here. If you like it, give it a shot. Let us know how it went. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next video. See you guys.